Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect. Today, we are going to be checking out the Powah mod and also diving into some tombs. So, I hope you guys are ready. So I tell you what, this tool is actually more usable than I thought it was originally. And also, now that we have flight, this dimension is now becoming my friend more than anything. And we should be able to actually gather quite a few more gas tiers, like just while we're actively farming some material. And look how much experience pops out of here from us doing this. I know, it's just, there's so much experience whenever you actually harvest quartz. It's insane. And just look at that. I know, like, oh, there it is. So we should be able to hop up here and kill this and hope that we get a gas tier. Of course, we didn't get a gas tier that time, but just us being able to fly makes this a lot easier. Oh man, I'm gathering quartz because, I mean, the more quartz we have, the better and easier the refined storage is going to be. And I'm also grabbing some glowstone because that's also very important. But the vein miner, if you set it to extended mining, you can mine any block in a vein mining type situation. So those that are looking for that vein mining block setup, this tool is going to be the one you want to push for right away. Even before the mining laser, you want to go for this tool. And of course, get a little bit of power for it because it does use a little bit of power. Look at this. Bam. It just mined all that. Same goes for this. Ooh, and I want to grab some of this stuff. This will help us get into that light mod that I'm kind of curious about. I kind of want to see what these lights are all about, and you know, why it would be so important, and why the materials are kind of gated like they are. I want to see how and why this mod does it that way. So, you know, like for this, for example, it doesn't work with the regular vein, but if we set this to extended vein mining, bam, it grabs the whole thing. And I think you can enchant this tool as well, potentially. I don't know. There might be upgrades or something you could do to it. I was wondering if it could do silk touch, because if you can do silk touch, then that would make it grabbing those ores and stuff even better. So today I want to dive into the Powah mod, not power. Powah. And I want to first of all, I need to go grab some lava. So down in our mine is definitely gonna be the way to do it. I can go ahead and just actually teleport right there using our spawner teleporter. And down here we have some of this. So I'm using a mechanism tank for this, just to scoop in some lava, because we're gonna need quite a bit of it. So I'm gonna just drain this whole area, as we are going to probably need all of it. And this is gonna be used mainly at the moment for just crafting, because a lot of stuff is going to require this for crafting. Let me go ahead and drop that. Perfect. I wonder, does this have a... It does. So it has an input and output. So technically this could be used for auto crafting. That could be used for... It's another thing we could use auto crafting for. So we need to get back and actually start doing our crafts. Man, you know what? You would think that this would get tiring, like walking back and forth from here. But it really doesn't. It's really a nice, serene experience, especially with the sound going on. You know, I've really learned to like this, like, almost like ambient sound that is always in the background. It is really, really nice and very refreshing. So let me go ahead and place this down. And let's take a look at the Powah mod. You can see we have all kinds of different stuff here. We have some different types of generators, even some solar generators, which are not bad, but all of this requires this dielectric paste. And this stuff, yeah, we need quite a bit of it. See, you see we need charcoal and coal. I have a lot of coal, so I'm probably just going to craft it in this manner. And yeah, for right now, I'm setting up to craft like this. But all you would really need to make this automated is to have a system set up over here that has a regular bucket for processing, and then you have a crafter that is placed on here, and then I guess on the bottom maybe you can define the input and output colors based with this. Maybe, like, does this work with items? No. So it's probably input in the top, output on the bottom. So if you just set up a crafter on the top to input the buckets, and then on the bottom pull back into the system, you could have a automated lava source, so long as this has lava in it. And you would just keep repeating that process. But for right now, I'm just going to craft a little bit of this by hand. Now, like I said, this is used for everything. So all of this has some pretty advanced crafting. For example, this right here is something that you have to have power for in the first place. So this is a whole setup that you have to go through with energizing rods. And basically you place the energizing rod down and it will give you basically energizing a diamond with this much power, and then it'll give you these crystals. So very cool, very cool. And I can't wait. I really want to get into that and figure out how this works, because this mod can be very powerful if done correctly. So we have tons of other things that we're going to need. Blaze powder. These rods are going to use a lot of iron and redstone. Good thing we have a lot of that, which is really, really handy. Let's see. What are some of the other things? We have some gates, right? But there's also a book in here. So if you just want to read the manual on how everything works, you can see there's all the different blocks. You have thermo generators, which is probably what I want to make to start with. So let's just take a look at the regular thermo generator. Yes, we are going to need some iron bars and things like that. Let me go ahead and get this crafted up, and then I'm going to show you how this actually functions. So just to get started, here is our thermo generator, the starter version. Now you can use lava underneath. So let's go ahead. I mean, we have a bucket, right? Let's go ahead and grab a bucket and we'll just place that underneath. And then we also need Magma Block. There we go. So these are definitely two sources that we can use. We can use a bucket of lava and or we can use a Magma Block. So let me go ahead and place this down here. So let's start off first with a Magma Block. If we place this on top, this should recognize this and start working, but you can see we do need coolant. So in order to get this to work, we are going to need a sink, and I think I have one, or actually I can probably just make one. You need regular terracotta and water, right? Yeah, I just need to make one. Thankfully, I actually had the terracotta in my other storage. That's the only downside of having more than one storage. All right, so fluid. I do have these fluid extractors in which I can just use the refined and grab out a basic extractor. Okay. So yeah, we do need to send it to the ear. Now I don't know. Here's the configuration setup. So facing up on the back, does it tell me east, south, north, west faces all? Okay, so I need to go north on the north end. North needs to be extract. Okay. Maybe then this isn't for exactly what I'm looking to do with it. But anyways, let's go ahead and place our sink. I'm going to go ahead and place this, which connects. And then we're going to extract water into it. And you can see that is going to start. And we're generating, just from this setup alone, 50 RF per tick. Right. And that is just on a magma block. So if I remove that, you can see it's stopped. Now let's see how much lava will get us. So if I place lava underneath here, let's take a look. We're still generating 50 RF, I do believe. Yeah, so 50 RF per tick is still being generated, and that's with lava. I recommend the magma block if that is the case, as the magma block is just super simple and will not catch your base on fire. So that is really nice. And then this right here actually will charge your items. So this is not too difficult. I mean, you do need to have some blaze to get into it, but this is honestly just the starter variant, because it does go up from there. So honestly, to upgrade this to its basic variant just requires a bit more redstone and a bit more blaze. So really, blaze is going to be your biggest factor in this whole thing. Blaze, redstone, iron, and also dialect paste, which as we found isn't that bad. And then when you go up to higher than basic, and you can see the max extract rate and then generates 18. This says generates 8 FE a tick or 8 RF per tick. But this one says generates 3. So is this actually generating that much? Let me check. That just says max extract is generating 3 RF per tick. Okay, so I'm reading this wrong. I'm reading this entirely wrong. How much was the lava then? I did not mean to do that. So lava is still 3 RF per tick. Okay, I thought it was 50. I was about to say. Okay, Not horrible. Not horrible. Let me place this. And yep, cobblestone. Good. There we go. Okay, so that's just the maxed extract rate. So that means how fast things are going to flow. But that's like a really small amount of RF, right? And we need to go higher than that. We need to kind of work these in. So why not just make this one, you know, and go up from there? So this one is going to just generate 8 RF per tick passively, which is still not bad for like just generating power for nothing, for no work, other than just simply creating the block. And as you can see, this is putting out 8 RF per tick, which isn't bad, and maximum transfer rate or max extraction rate of 150. So like I said, this is kind of like the simple stuff. And then you also have solar panels, which you're going to need like a bunch of glass for, a bunch of lapis for. All of that is going to add up over time as well. And this generates 5, but it only, of course, works during the day. Now, there are other methods that you can use. There are other things. You actually have this right here, which is the magmator, I do believe. And if you put lava in, it looks like it's going to generate that power. We also have energy dischargers. Like, all this stuff is going to be important. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about how we upgrade to the next tier, which is going to require energized steel. So let's go ahead and look at how we're going to get 10,000 RF into a piece of gold and iron. So we need to make these rods right here, these power rods, and that's going to move the power into this. So I need to make these items, get them set up, and then we're going to talk about it. So I'm trying to think of a way to get this to look okay. I want to place it in this room, so I'm kind of going with that. But apparently you place the energizing rod on here. Look at the little thing. It looks kind of cute, but it glitches that out a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and place this on the floor, as this needs to be connected to this. And apparently there's a wrench that I have to use from the Powah mod. Is it this? It is this. Okay. And I need to link this up. Okay, so it is linked. It says starting link. Okay. So it is hooked in. That's rotating. That's config mode. Okay. Okay, don't want to put it in there. So we connect this to this. Link mode. Here, linking done. Starting link, linking done. Okay. Does it matter which way it's going? I don't think so. Now, it does say that 2 items need to go in here, and that was gold and iron, right? And that was for this material. Gold and iron. So I need to grab those 2 materials. And honestly, this is going to go really slow. This is going to go pretty slow at the rate that we have it set up right now. And the reason is because right here, it tells me this is going to need 10,000 RF per tick. So at this rate, I think it's going to take 10 minutes in order for me to get this processed with only 1 of these, because these can only send out 10 RF per tick. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but what we can do is actually make more of these, and of course that would double the time. But let me see how this works. So I can put 2 in there. They're linked. And it is now losing power. And I don't have a way of seeing the progress on this, but that's okay. Because I plan on making a couple more of these in order to power. Now I could level them up, and I think that like the next tier up is just a regular block of quartz, so it's nothing kind of crazy. And it just requires a bit more of these cases. But for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just make a few of these. And as you can see, the crafting with this is really what is kind of just over the top. There's so much as far as crafting goes. So that is exactly what is going to be like the major thing. Okay, so I see how we can definitely see that this is working. When the lasers are pointed, yeah, you can see they are linked. And these need to be within 9 blocks, I do believe, of this middle block. And oh, it's done. And there we go. We have the energized steel. So that didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take. Well, I guess maybe I did my math wrong. It takes like a minute. Okay. Anyways, so this we can actually use to upgrade this even further. And of course, further on, all these crafting recipes are going to get even more complicated. So, bam, we got our upgrade. By the way, these capacitors, yeah, so I did have to spend a little bit more time making these, but now we're up to 18 RF being generated. Not bad. Not bad. Look at that. And yeah, just setting on that block. So, I mean, just to sit there and just have water fed into it is not bad. Not bad in my opinion. And it only gets crazier from there, right? Because the higher tier one can generate 800 RF per tick. And yeah, it does require another star, but this is crazy. Even this one at 200, I think, is crazy because we're doing all of this work for less than 200 RF per tick. This right here. So this is generating, I believe it can generate, yeah, max output. So it's producing 140 RF per tick. I don't know if that is the max, but the max output is 100 or 280. So basically that would be generating more than what is currently it's doing all this processing. It's going through a crusher and creating biofuel, and biofuel's doing all this other stuff. And this is just setting on a block. So absolutely amazing what that can do. And already at this tier, we're better off. Now, this requires some more blaze rods. Now, I need to go get some more blaze rods because I kind of just ran out. But I do have blaze spawn egg. So I could try and convert maybe something into a blaze spawner of some sort that we could do eventually. But yeah, for right now, this is not too bad. Getting blaze, in my opinion, is not that hard. I mean, we basically almost one-shot blaze at this point. So to upgrade these, it's just as simple as placing this on here, and look at the lasers like show up onto it. Oh, it's so cool. I like this. I want better looking like cables, like facaded cables would look really good. So maybe I might just transfer like power and create another section to this controller where I come over here and I just lay power cable connecting to each one of these things. And that would definitely look a little bit better, I think. Maybe use some kind of block to post them up to have them a little higher. But this looks really good. Other than the, of course, power cables that they're connected to. But yeah, this shouldn't take too long. I know it's a lot less. So it'll probably take a little bit longer. It requires 90 instead of 10. So, you know, each of these only push out so much power. So upgrading them would definitely be a good thing to do. But for right now, I'm just going to go with this until it becomes too much, and then I'll upgrade them. So I do want to connect this up. I just want to see what they look like for right now with them kind of placed right here. Okay, do I need to place them first and then connect the connectors? I feel like the connectors should automatically connect, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. And they do need a block to connect to. Okay. So, oh, they actually need a cable to connect to. Okay, let's try this again. Will they connect to this cable? No, they do need to be connected, I guess, to a power source cable. So these connectors are technically something they can connect to. Just like that, but... Ah! That's interesting. How am I going to do that then? Unless I can force the connection? Unless they are already connected? We'll see. Let's go back over here and see if they recognize what they're connected to. They don't. So how am I going to do this? That's not cool. Why can't we force the connection? So I want to try something different. I can connect here like this, and this is recognizing this point, but for some reason it doesn't connect to these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover these up, and we're going to have a cable that is going to be riding on the top that these are going to connect to. But good thing for us is we can actually cover this block up with a facade. So I can go click here, bam, and then I should be able to cover this with a facade. Like that. There we go. So that's covered with a facade. We've got this weird looking texture thing going on, but I mean, it's still better than the way it looked before. Like, this definitely looks a lot better. And then I just need to fill the rest of this in, making it look a little bit better. And bam. we have it covered. Now, I do need to send power over here. So the simple way to do that is we find out where this is connected, of course, on our energy channel, and just create an input, and bam, this whole channel line should be receiving power. And then I just place this here. Now, I do want these. I want to go ahead and upgrade them. So I'm going to go ahead and break these off and then get them upgraded to at least the next tier. So I kind of want to get started with another mod here, and that's going to be the Attu Mod. And for this, we need a scarab, and we're also going to need some sand. So let's go ahead and take the sand. I want to go ahead and make quite a bit of this. Some sandstone, and then I'm also going to go ahead and get myself a bucket, and we're going to fill that with a little bit of water. We no longer need this lava bucket or a lot of these other like weird tools and stuff. All right. So let me go ahead and grab a bucket of water, and let's find a place to build this interesting portal. Because yeah, when I say interesting, this portal is very interesting, and I kind of want to place it somewhere that is going to be like out of the way, because it doesn't really fit in with our builds, but it is something I definitely want to make. And I actually like to build this one in the ground. You don't have to build it in the ground, but I'm going to. And it ends up being a really nice 3x3 build if you really want this. So, or I guess it'd be a 5x5 build, right? So I need a little bit of space, just like this. In the center, you'll have a 3x3. Let's go ahead and build this up. And I like to place the platform down. Of course, we have some friends that want to come visit and get teleported. Okay. So yeah, you basically want to build just like this. This is going to be your first floor. And then of course, we're going to have another floor as well. Wow. Can you guys just, how about you knock it out? Cut it out. There we go. We're good now. Let's go ahead and make our next layer. This is going to be the next layer, just like this. And of course, I need some more sand. So I don't really need much more sand, but this will get the job done. And then we need to take these corners up by 2. And basically we're building a portal, right? I know, really weird, but this is how the portal works. And then we also need one other bucket to get ourselves an unlimited water source. It's so weird how phantoms affect modded Minecraft. Like, I remember like before phantoms existed, the amount of time just spent like without sleeping, because you never really needed to sleep. You just really didn't. You know, I'm pretty sure I just killed you guys, and now you're asking for more. It's pretty rude. Pretty rude. Can you? I can't even hit it. There we go. That one's dead. That one's dead. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and activate this portal. And to do that, you just throw the scarab inside. Well, given that you don't have the magnet on. Boom. Yeah. And this unlocks an entirely new dimension. So let's just go ahead and go inside this portal and see what happens. Because it's a very, just with the scarab being the thing that you go in, it's a very Egyptian styled mod. So let's head inside the portal and let the world load in a little bit. And yes, here we are in an entirely new dimension. Kind of confused by the inventory being gone. Let's just hope, okay, that it just took a little bit of time. There we go. It did. And it is now nighttime. Okay. And yeah, we're immediately being attacked by mobs. Yeah, all kinds of mobs. A mummy? All right. There was a skeleton. And you see, it's so much sand. There's sand everywhere. You can't really see very far. Because, of course, it's kind of a deserty area. But if we just wander over here... What is that? That was like a... Ooh, are these guys? Yep, these guys are after me too. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of different things that come after you. But there's also going to be a lot of loot to go through as well. This, you can probably go ahead and get rid of the spawner. They're literally just here to kill you. So might as well get rid of them. Oh, And what's down in here? Okay, so just more stuff. So you're gonna have tons of different ruins. There's so many different ruins for us to visit. I've definitely messed around with this before. And having a mini map is going to be very helpful. If you open this up, you can already see that I've kind of wandered off course. And you can get lost really easily in this dimension. Yeah. So having a map mod is going to make your life so much easier. So I actually went back to my base, went ahead and got some sleep, and now we're back. As you can see, very, very dark. Like, it's like, I guess you could see, like, dusty. It's not really dark, it's dusty. Wait. Us killing that guy. He had a banner. A bandit banner. Okay. Alright, we should be good, though. We should be good. So yeah, very, very dusty, as we can't really see. It's almost like a fog in the distance. So like I said, using our map is going to make a lot of sense. There's a building over here. There's a pyramid right here. Let's go ahead and hit up that pyramid. Because pyramids in this mod are where it's at. This is where you're going to find a lot of your artifacts. And it's going to, there's a lot of grinding too that's involved with this. So here we are. Yeah, we're unlocking achievements like it's nobody's business. That sounds horrifying in there. What is going on? Oh my gosh, there should be a door somewhere. Somewhere. Like, depending on how deep this is buried in the sand. Is the door here? Holy moly, let's put this into vein mode. Okay, nothing here. I'm trying to just get in, guys. Can I get in? Oh, here it is. There we go. Here's the doors. Right. Yeah, how about you get out of here? Oh, no, there's weird looking spiders. Sand spiders. Oh, those are tarantulas. Those are far from spiders. Okay. So yeah, looks like we got some stone guards. They're pretty slow, but these are not. We can break that, grab them, still touch them. And if we're lucky, we might actually find a flint and steel, because I forgot to grab that. Flint and steel is really nice. Ooh. Actually, let's grab all of this. Just grab everything that's in these chests. There we go. And you can go. And yeah. Okay. So all of this stuff, technically we need flint and steel so we can light some torches up. Don't know if I have any torches in here. Of course I don't. Flint and steel. But flint and steel is definitely something that I would like to get. But yeah, this right here in the center. Oh, no, it has some good stuff in it. But this isn't where everything starts. It starts down here. Inside these traps. And if you have a pickaxe in your hand, I think it might even be empty-handed. You can close and open these traps. Or just close them. We're going to come back to this. We're going to come back. I do need to kind of have the proper equipment first, though. We might work on this like next episode. I think we're going to jump into this mod a bit more, as there's some really cool artifact stuff we can get. It's almost like stuff that would be an extension or things that would help us benefit more from the Botania stuff that we actually have. Of course, having flight makes this even crazier. I'm kind of curious as to what this is, because this looks like a new structure to me. What is this? Is this like a dungeon that kind of generated? There's a slime block. There's a lever here. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. And further down, it's like a way to get up, of course. Wow, it is so foggy down here, though. So far. Oh! Oh. Yeah. Also laggy at the same time. Ooh. I believe this... Wow, it is so foggy. It is just unbelievably foggy. Ah, no, this is like just a chest with stuff in it. It's just like a regular regular setup over here. Look at this. Got some steel. None of this I really want. The runes are kind of nice. Of course, the mob spawners are also kind of nice as well. Iron bars. It's so dark though that I can't see a thing. I think this might be like some kind of quark dungeon that was thrown in that actually just randomly spawned. All right, so now I need to find my way out of here. I think I went this way, and then I went this way, and I went this way, and then went this way, and then bam, let's make this fun. Oh, or not. Try and make this fun again. Well, that's not working, is it? There we go. Oh, man. Oh, well, we'll just fly out. So, as always, towards the end, let me go ahead and give a huge thanks to Dylan Meadows, one of our amazing Patreons. Thank you so much, by the way. I'm going to slap on some pink here, just change the color a little bit. But I do want to say a huge thank you for being a Patreon, and a thank you to all my other Patreons. Guys, I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and talk about this a bit. So next episode, we're going to jump into some more of this mod. This mod does have a lot of, let's say, like item grind to it. Not so much that it's hard to get into by any means. You just seen how easy it was just to hop right in. It does, though, have a lot of like grind for specific items and stuff that you need to do. But we're gonna try it out. We're gonna hop in. We're gonna get some stuff done. See if there's anything new. But guys, I hope you have been enjoying these videos. If you have, be sure to give these videos a huge thumbs up. Also, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, join the over 300,000 people who have also clicked that subscribe button. Super amazing community. Also, join my Discord. You can find that linked down below. There's over 10,000 plus members over there, and we are a partner Discord, so you should feel safe over there. We have a really nice community. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode, and as always, thanks for watching.